is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
Perfect afternoon for baseball here at the Big A. The Angels trying to find their winning ways before heading out on the road for a 6-game road trip for Toronto, Detroit. Today, they wrap up this 3-game set against the New York Yankees. We welcome you inside the Big A and back to Angels baseball on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas. Now the Angels fortunately were able to avoid getting shut out last night in the 9th inning against Dylan Betances because Albert Pujols hit his career home run number 583, moving him into the top 10 and nudging over Mark McGwire in that top 10.
Yeah, Victor, that was a perfect swing for Albert Pujols. Take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. Albert Pujols does not swing at the first pitch too often. A little over 13% of the time he will jump on the first pitch. Against Betances, he jumped on that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Great leverage, able to get that barrel of the bat. He cleared his hip and drove that one way out to left field for Mike Trout. First, Mike Trout's right there with Albert to be able to give him that hug. 583rd career home run for Albert Pujols at age 36. When you think about it, top 3 all-time list as far as home run list. Barry Bonds, 37. You got Ruth and Hank Aaron at 36 years old. So Albert Pujols is moving up that list quickly. Hopefully in a day game today, he'll be able to connect on 1 or 2 more today.
They are facing another youngster. Last night it was Luis Cessa. They'd limited the Angels' offense. Today it's Chad Green going for the New York Yankees. The Angels will counter with Jhoulys Chacín and trying to wrap up this homestand with a W. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back and relax. Going to bring you the lineups of the first pitch when we return. The Angels are winless on the season against the New York Yankees, so they're trying to not only salvage one on the homestand, one against the Pinstripers. You see Jhoulys Chacín ready to go. He's a guy that works fairly quickly. This is the lineup that Joe Girardi will run out there today. The Yankees playing in their 123rd game, coming to this one with a 63 and 59 mark. Brett Gardner made that terrific catch in left field last night off the ball with a bat that C.J. Cron hit. He is in left field leading things off. Jacoby Ellsbury in center. Gary Sanchez behind the plate. He homered last night. Didi Gregorius is the shortstop and cleanup hitter. Starlin Castro at second. Brian McCann DHing. Mark Teixeira gets a start at first base. Chase Headley at third, and Aaron Hicks batting ninth and playing right field. Take it on Jhoulys Chacín, pitching in his 21st game, 13th start for the Angels, 2-6 and a 6.10 ERA.
And Jhoulys, his fastball is going to be 89-93 range. He'll have a very good slider, curveball, and changeup. My go-tos for Jhoulys to be successful against the Yankees: be aggressive with that fastball, whether it's a two-seamer with sink action or his four-seam fastball, and expand against the baby bomber, especially when you think about Sanchez. Do not give in. Make him swing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He has tremendous power.
Let's take a look at the defense for the Angels. Yeah, Bus, Stroud, and Calhoun in the outfield from left to right. Caleb Coward getting his start tonight, or to this afternoon, I should say, over at third base. Andrelton Simmons is short. Cliff Pennington at second. C.J. Cron at first. Carlos Perez behind the plate.
And the way the baseball carries here in the day, Cole Calhoun has been outstanding, as leads the majors as far as right fielders in the last 3 years. 29 outfield assists for Cole Calhoun. Not only a strong arm, but a very accurate throwing arm for Cole out in right field.
A warm afternoon. Ball will carry here. As Brett Gardner's ready to lead things off. 0 for 5 last night. Comes in batting .259, 7 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Chacín's first one's down and in. '45th game for Gardner in that leadoff spot this year. He'll pull this one foul. Evens the count at a ball and a strike.
Always a key guy to keep off the bases, Brett Gardner. I think the bottom line is when you face Gardner, you got to make sure you throw your pitches all in the lower part of the strike zone against him. He is very, very good and quick on pitches elevated, which is not the norm when you think about for a left-handed batter.
He's ahead of the count at 2 balls and a strike. Chacín's last start was against the Mariners on the 16th. No decision, gave up 4 runs on 7 hits and 4 2/3. 88 pitches in that start. This was lined back to the pitcher, and he gloves it for the first down.
Boy, what a quick reaction by Jhoulys Chacín up the middle. Gardner, talk about keeping him off the bases, how quick those hands were in fielding position. He lands in very good fielding position. He squared up the shoulders to be able to catch and react on that line drive back up the middle. What a play by Jhoulys.
One loud out, and here's Jacoby Ellsbury. Center fielder comes in batting .265, 18 doubles, 5 triples, 5 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Also good speed, a guy you want to keep off the bases. Chopper to first. Cron's got it. 2 down.
The all important now, you got those quick outs, first 2 outs. Finish off this inning as quick as possible. Do not allow the Yankees to get any momentum going. We saw it yesterday. Very good as far as 2-out approaches and getting a rally started.
There's Gary Sanchez. 1 for 4. It was a home run in the first inning against Rick and Lasco. This one's fouled back. Right into the Yankee television booth.
Hey, Al Leiter's still.
They were hiding like they were at the
telephone
telephone
booth.
He's
Still quick as a cat, Al Leiter.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Did he get a computer?
No, that was my glove.
No, that was that noise, huh? Yeah. Ground ball to third. Caleb Coward has it. A 1-2-3 first for Jalees Chassie. Well, to the bottom of the first, scoreless. A 1-2-3 inning, including a couple of ground outs. We'll take a look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the Angels. Game number 124. And they will have Cole Calhoun leading things off, playing right field. Mike Trout at center, Albert Pujols at DH, C.J. Cron for his second game back off the disabled list. He's at first. Andrelton Simmons at shortstop, Nick Bussin left, Caleb Coward at third, Carlos Perez behind the plate, with Pennington batting ninth and playing second base. They are taking on the 25-year-old right-hander, native of Illinois. His name is Chad Green.
And Chad Green has thrown the ball pretty well for the Yankees. Another one of the youngsters with a good power arm fastball, 91-96 slider, cut fastball, changeup. My go-tos to be successful against Green. Use day game carry. He's given up some home runs. He's given up 8 in 33 in the third inning pitch. And back to basics as far as hitters. Don't try to pull everything. Use the middle of the field and relax hands at the plate.
Cole leading things off with Yunel Escobar on the 7-day concussion list. Second straight night Cole's been in that spot. He will look at a strike. Calhoun last night 1 for 2, couple of walks. Angels managed a total of 4 hits last night. That one's down at it. Great, not as overpowering as Sessa, but he did come over with Sessa from the Tigers this past offseason in a trade for left-handed reliever Justin Wilson. That's a pretty good pickup for the Yankees. Good off-speed pitch. It's 1-2. Talk about 2 starting pitchers, one that can run it up there in the upper 90s. Another kid, just 25 years of age, for a left-handed reliever. That's 29 years of age.
Yeah, anytime you get some arm, especially when you mentioned guys that could rush the fastball up in the 90s. Sessa, you mentioned that, upper 90s, and with the great assortment of secondary pitches to go along with it.
Cole fouls it back, got a fastball.
In my Hyundai key for this game, we talked about the baseball carrying well. We're going a little 21 pilots going to ride. You got to ride that carry here today, especially the big fly. Try to get the offense going, get some home runs and some power going early in this game against Green.
Number back to the mound. 1 down. Let's check out the defense for the New York Yankees this afternoon. Brett Gardner is out at left field. Jacoby Ellsbury at center. Aaron Hicks in right. The infield with Chase Headley, Didi Gregorius, Starlin Castro, and Mark Teixeira from third to first. Gary Sanchez behind the plate.
And Castro's really settled in that second base position. Played shortstop throughout his entire career. He's been very solid. He's committed 9 errors so far, 57 double plays. We saw that range last night on display. He has shortstop range, playing that second base position, and a strong throwing arm.
Trout will look at a strike. Mike comes in batting .308, 23 home runs, 77 runs batted in. 0 for 3 last night.
See, that's a pretty good fastball he's got running inside. And what we've seen a lot in this homestand for Trout, a lot of fastballs in both from Seattle and the Yankees.
0-2, and this one's out toward right center field. Ellsbury is shading Trout that way. We'll put it away for out the number 2. Albert Pujols coming to the plate. He tied Mark McGwire 10th all time with 583 home runs last night. Here's McGwire on that accomplishment.
For him to pass me, I'm truly honored. He's such a great friend, and I love being around him. Love talking baseball, and he's going to climb up that ladder even further.
That's a pretty cool soundbite from Mark McGwire. Teammates, friends. Albert has tied him last night on the all-time home run list. Kind of like a Mark McGwire home run. Quickly get out of the yard and a long way out.
One ball, one strike. The only run the Angels got on the board last night. Otherwise, they were on the verge of being shut out for back-to-back games. This one's out towards center. Now we'll get down for a hit. Smoked off the bat of Pujols, and it's a 2-out single.
Good swing. Talking about using that middle of the field. That's exactly what Albert did. Firm fastball. Right back up the middle on the line. That's a great swing. We saw that great swing last night, his last at bat for his home run, number 583. Very good swing there, too. A lot of home runs between those two combined. Mark Teixeira, Albert Pujols combined.
Home run that Albert hit last night is 138th as an Angel. About an average of 28 home runs a year. C.J. Cron, second game back off the disabled list. Takes a slider low. 2 balls, no strikes.
Thought he had a home run last night. First game back, but Brett Gardner said no. Great play out in left field for Brett Gardner against C.J. Cron.
Three balls, one strike. The Cowboy Joe West calling the balls and strikes today. Kerwin Danley at first base. Nick Lentz at second. Andy Fletcher, who was behind the plate last night, is over at third today. Albert with a 2-out single stands at first. That is upstairs for ball 4.
And speaking of some outstanding defensive plays in the outfield, now it's time now for a Honda helpful moment. Cole Calhoun robs a 3-run home run. The right field in that short wall slams up against that fence. Mike Morin loving that play. Brett Gardner last night, same thing. The left field reaching up. Both left-handed fielding outfielders made outstanding plays on the short wall. One to left field, on the right field, saving their pitchers some earned runs. Always like that.
Absolutely. First and second, 2 outs for Simmons.
Yeah, you make a mistake and your outfielder picks you up. That's some earned runs.
Thank goodness for the short wall.
Yes. And I guarantee you they're feeling that the next day. Cole told me he definitely felt it for the next couple of days when he hit that short wall in right field. Brett Gardner, same thing as he slammed into that short wall in left field.
One ball, one strike. A little giddy up on the fastball for Green. Stark contrast because Cecil last night, just 6 feet tall, uses a lot of legs and drive. Max effort. Green a little more fluid. This one's toward the hole and by Didi Gregorius. Albert's being waved home. The throw from Brett Gardner's on the first base side. Albert is safe. 1-0 Angels on the single by Andrelton Simmons.
Yeah, I think Joe Girardi right away ran into this dugout to make sure he got a call in to see if indeed Albert got his foot on the plate. Joe West was in very, very good position to make that call at the plate. And an odd hop there. He got by Gregorius at shortstop. Still thought he was in position at the very least to knock that one down. And with 2 outs, no hesitation for Ron Renicky to send Albert home. Looked like he got that corner of the plate before Sanchez was able to apply the tag. Better angle right here. Foot on the plate, and then the tag is made. Safe for Albert. RBI single for Simmons, his 26th of the season. And a 2-out rally here for the Angels.
Yeah, that happened last night. Matter of fact, all 8 hits that the Yankees picked up last night came with 2 outs. Nick Buss at the plate, still first and second, 2 down. That's down and in. Buss 7 for 27 with the Angels, a triple. 3 runs batted in. One RBI. Has 3 doubles on the year. Takes low. Angels did make a roster move today. They sent out G-Man Choi. Called up A.J. Ochter. Ochter's been on the Salt Lake shuttle quite a bit. This one's out through the alley at right center field. Ellsbury got a good jump on it. He will track it down for the 3rd out. But the Angels do strike first. Couple of singles and a walk. 1-0 Halos as we head to the 2nd. It's a 2-out single. So Jhoulys Chacín, who had himself a 1-2-3 first, takes a lead out to the mound. 4, 5, and 6 for New York. Gregorius, Castro, and McCann. The shortstop takes low. 1 for 4 last night. Didi hitting .285, 17 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Good 2-seamer.
And early on, it's a good movement. You got a couple ground ball outs in the 1st inning, which is important for Jhoulys.
Try to go that front door. Jets 2-seamer once again, misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now, last night, Ricky Nolasco also with good stuff. Good curveball, good slider. Just got into 2 innings in which he just couldn't finish off the inning as this was lifted out the left. And it cost him, you know.
Yeah, otherwise I thought he threw the ball very well.
Yeah. If you have a group of 20 or more interested in experiencing Angels baseball, receive group ticket pricing for as low as $6 per seat. Just go to angels.com/groups for more info. Starling Castro, the second baseman. 259 average for Castro with 15 home runs. It's a pretty good combination when you get 32 home runs for your middle infielders.
Good power.
111 RBIs combined.
Good range too. Athletic. Helps in that ballpark playing a majority of your games.
Well, there's
still,
no doubt.
Still, that's impressive in this day and age now for middle infielders. Before, maybe back 15, 20 years ago, you see a lot of power numbers, especially from that second base position and shortstop position. And defense became a premium. You see more emphasis on that part of it as compared to the power part as your middle infielders.
Two balls, two strikes. I think it all depends on how the roster is constructed, especially from the pitching staff standpoint. If you don't have guys that are mid to upper 90s and can get the strikeout both in the rotation and in the bullpen, then you definitely need guys that could pick it on the defensive side. This one's shot foul. So the count remains at 2-2. And it also depends on the construction of your lineup. There's some guys you can live with lower offensive numbers, higher defensive abilities, and if you can hide them somewhere in their lineup.
Exactly. And the ballpark too you play in comes into effect.
Well, a good breaking ball, reaching for it, and this was lifted out to shallow center. Trout coming in. 2 down. Five up from 5 down for Chassin, and they'll bring up Brian McCann. Good game last night for Brian. DHing 2 for 4 with a couple of runs batted in. McCann out his 3rd season with the Yankees. Two-0. Breaking ball, and he was hacking.
That is going to be my book title down the road.
2 outs, 2-0.
Yes, indeed.
What not to do on the mound. That's
exactly. After 2 pretty quick outs, all of a sudden you just kind of think you're through the inning, and before you know it's a 2-0 count, and you put yourself into a hitter's count.
How about the Achilles heel of throwers?
Yeah.
Because pitchers don't do that, right? Throwers do that.
Exactly. Believe me, I was in that boat quite a bit, especially early on in my career.
Pretty good pitch. Chassin thought he had it.
It's that 2-seamer running back, framed very well by Carlos Perez. Joe West does not think so. Hey, nice play by a fan. Using 2 hands on the play.
Pulled the second. That's Pennington in the shift. And Chassin with a shutdown inning. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Halos up 1-0. Top bottom of the second inning. The Angels will have the bottom third of their order coming up, and Coward, Perez, and Pennington. The right-hander Chad Green got into a little two-out trouble as this one's out towards center field. Ellsbury moving back on it, and on the track will put it away. Caleb Coward swinging first pitch.
That did have some pretty good carry to it, all the way to the wall. Left center field. That's a good swing. Caleb to drive that ball that far the other way. Nice relaxed hands on that swing. So high fives from the guys coming in. That's all about the swing and the process, and that was a perfect swing for Coward to be able to drive the ball that far. Unfortunately, was able to be run down by Ellsbury in center.
Carlos takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Perez hitting .225. 12 doubles, 5 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Down low, evens a count. Three-two on the way. Perez fouls it off. Green pitching in his 10th game with the Yankees, 6th start. 2-2 mark and a 4.05 ERA. 16 starts at AAA Scranton. 7-6 and a 1.52 at AAA. This was lifted out towards shallow right. Aaron Hicks moving over. I was looking at his AAA numbers, Green's that is. 94 and 2/3 innings, 100 strikeouts, 16 walks. Yeah, I think he's ready for the big leagues.
No, there's no doubt. He definitely has swing and miss stuff. Even coming in this game, 40 strikeouts, 33 1/3.
That's 4 fly ball outs.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was just looking the same. When you have that many fly ball outs, eventually, when they get squared up a little better in the carry here in the day game, they end up being home runs.
Two-0 count. Check that. 1-1 count. Pennington hitting .238. And to start today at second base, Gregorio Petit was there last night. 1-2.
And one thing to keep in mind, Green coming off a game in which he threw a career high in the major league level as far as pitches thrown, 104 of them, 70 strikes. He had 11 strikeouts, no walks in 6 innings pitched, a shutout ball against Toronto.
Called strike 3, the first strikeout of the afternoon as the Angels go down in order. Here the second, we head to the third, 1-0 Angels. Halos up by the score of 1-0. The bottom third of the order coming up for the Yankees, and David Beckham's in the house this afternoon.
Some star power here at the Big A.
Mark Gubicza, David Beckham, all in the house. Same place.
It's
unbelievable.
It's remarkable.
It is. You know, that's the one word I was looking for. Is remarkable. Mark Teixeira back at first base today. Retiring at the end of the season, hitting 196, 10 home runs, 28 RBIs. And he drives this one out to center field. Trout racing back. It's over his head. It's off the base of the wall. Teixeira on his way to second, hustling in there, and it's a double. For Teixeira, that's his 11th double of the season.
Well, he jumped on a high fastball from Justine. And Jolie, especially in the day game, thought it was gone. Then it gave a courtesy look. This Trout goes back, and it's going to play that off the wall. Pretty close play at second. Played that very well. And then quickly, but Teixeira slides in with a leadoff double.
His 403rd career double for Mark Teixeira. Chase Headley slightly tardy on that pitch.
See, that two-seamer had some serious action. The pitch before to Teixeira was a fastball that stayed upstairs. More lateral movement as compared to sinking action.
That opens up that little cut fastball slider down and in. 0-2 count. Teixeira reaching the first hit for the Yankees today. Headley takes what
that's pretty close to the upper part of the strike zone. That's twice now. Justine has not got the call. Borderline pitch. Joe West. That's a good pitch. Middle part of the plate, upper part of the strike zone.
And down goes Headley. One away. First strikeout for Jolice.
Really good sequence right here. Nice slider to be able to finish off Headley. Downward action on the pitch after a couple fastballs with late movement. Won't be surprised now at some point, especially where Simmons is located with the partial shift on, that Jolice would not think in terms of trying to pick off Teixeira at second. Reason why I say that, a lot of times real good base runners, you're just going to try to keep them close, is the guys that aren't as fast anymore. They're trying to get a good secondary lead to score on a single. That's when you sneak in behind them as a shortstop.
Ball and a strike on Hicks.
Hicks, .317 career hitter against the Angels.
The pride of Woodrow Wilson High School in Long Beach. Former first round pick of the Twins back in 08.
By the way, excellent golfer too, scratch golfer.
Does mom and dad play? That's how you learn the game, right?
Yep.
This is out to center field. It's a base hit. Trout playing shallow as Teixeira will get held up at third base. Hicks on board with a single. And the Yankees with runners at the corners now with one out. Top of the order coming up.
And Hicks continues to swing the bat well against the Angels in his career. Part of that reason why Teixeira is not able to score on that. Trout playing shallow, and Simmons kept him close enough he wasn't able to get a real good secondary lead to score on a single.
By the way, Hicks now in his career here with that hit, 9 for 25 back home in Southern California. Brett Gardner lined out to Chacin his first time up. Takes a breaking ball for a strike.
And one thing you have to be aware of when it comes to Gardner, the pitches he likes to hit. Upper part of the strike zone, middle part of the plate, both in and out, but lower part of the strike zone has really struggled from 069, 214, 194. the lower bottom part of the strike zone. That's why that two-seam fastball slider down in the zone should be effective for Chachin against Gardner here today.
Fastball foul back.
See how he's on that high fastball. Allows him as a left-handed batter, especially one with speed, just shoot that ball in left field, left center field. He's also very quick on fastballs up and in. That's his power swing. Kind of like Johnny Damon was, former Yankee, Red Sox, and Royal and Oakland A, on fastballs up and in.
Breaking ball, he lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gardner's dad, Jerry, played minor league ball with the Phillies, so that by default would make Brett Gardner your guy, Gooby, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Since his dad played in the Phillies farm system.
Yes, we have to claim him.
Legacy.
But Yankee uniform, that's tough. Remember my.
Your loyalties are all over the map, by the way.
There's no question. You see that fence? I'm always hovering on both sides of the fence.
1-2. Gardner hits one towards second, short hop. Pennington to Simmons. Got to hurry and got him. Joe Girardi is going to ask Joe West to hang on for a second. They'll take a look at it. Joe hustling down to just keep Chachin on the field just in case, but the Yankees will take a look at it.
See right here, touching the base and then a quick throw over with a lot on it. Real close, looked like he got him before that foot got down on the base.
That angle looked like, but it's tough to see where the foot is at.
Taking a while to determine.
They're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to challenge it. Good double play turned by the Angels. No damage done. Halos maintain their 1-0 lead. With girls on the run and their dedication to empowering young girls and instilling confidence through running. Registration is now open. Learn more about how you can get involved this fall to visit foxsportsupports.com. Cole Calhoun takes inside for ball 1. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols top of the order for the Halos here in the 3rd. The only run in this game, the RBI single by Andrelton Simmons, scoring Albert Pujols from second. This is down the left field line. Slicing foul.
Left-handed batters against Green this year, 300 batting average with 6 home runs compared to right-handed batters, 209 with 2 home runs against Green.
Calhoun goes down swinging, second strikeout for Green. That'll bring up Trout.
It's a pretty good breaking ball for Green. A tight little slider. Inside part of the plate underneath the hands of Cole Calhoun. Trout due to jump on a first pitch fastball here. They'll throw him a curveball instead.
Fly ball to center field, his first time up for Trout.
There's his cut fastball.
That reminds you a little bit of Nathan Eovaldi.
Might be out for quite some time himself.
It's 2 surgeries. Crazy.
Power arm he has. It's a shame.
Trout goes down swinging on a fastball. Back-to-back punch-outs for Green.
With Albert Pujols coming to the plate now, it's time for In the Driver's Seat. Brought to you by Kia. Albert Pujols. Talk about those power numbers. And the RBI machine. 96 RBI this year. He's had 12 seasons of 100 or more RBI. The major league record for most 100-plus RBI seasons is 14. That was by Alex Rodriguez. We're getting closer to the 13th season with 100 or more for Albert. Amazing thing with that hit he had his first at bat. Now 2,782 career hits for Albert Pujols, moving to 51st in the all-time list, passing Ken Griffey Jr. So tied Mark McGwire on the home run list last night, passes Ken Griffey Jr. on the all-time hit list today.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Green's retired the last 6 in a row since giving up that RBI single to Simmons in the first. This is flared out towards shallow center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Second hit for Albert.
First baseman, number 24,
Look at a little cut fastball here. Off the end of the bat, but strong enough to get that into the outfield. Most hitters, that ball off the end of the bat like that's going to be caught by an infielder, but Albert's so strong. Picking up his second hit of the game.
CJ worked a walk in the first, the only free pass issued by Green.
Boy, Green free and easy with his mechanics.
That's what I'm saying. Such a contrast watching Sessa, kind of a max effort guy, to Green, both at mid to upper 90s range.
And a lot of times you hear the terminology about a heavy fastball. It sounds heavy. You know, at least off that glove, Sanchez.
One ball, 2 strikes.
You can see the quiet mechanics. Behind Chad Green, good balance, that good drive. He has that toe pointing down, driving towards the plate. The shoulders are squared up, eye on the target. Good life on the fastball. That last one, 96.
Crow drives one out toward right. Hicks drifting back on it is there. And as he backpedals onto the track, puts it away. 3 complete here at the Big A. Halos up 1-0. The score of 1-0, a first inning run against Chad Green. The only run in this ball game. Big double play ball thrown by Chacin to finish off the top of the third. Otherwise, the Yankees would have at least tied things up. And not an easy guy to double up either. And Brett Gardner, good speed. Fortunately, hit a one-hopper to Cliff Pennington, and it was still a bang-bang play at first.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder
Ellsbury, Sanchez, and Gregorius. 2, 3, and 4 for New York here in the 4th inning. 1 strikeout, no walks, 2 hits allowed by Jolice. Ellsbury went around. No 1 count. Grounded out to Crone at his first AB.
Well, that fastball had some late movement. Ellsbury a little bit late on his swing. We talked about how many times he's had in reach base on catcher's interference. 10 times this year. 24 in his career. And what that tells you as a catcher, you got to leave that target back further than normal. A lot of times the catcher will go out there to try to reach and catch the pitch. Good movement there.
Well, down goes Ellsbury. Second strike out of the afternoon for Chacin.
Some real good movement in this game for Jolice. See where that starts around shoulder and it runs all the way to the outer part of the plate. Good slider there from Chachin against Sanchez. Very good power. Now this is that time where you expand the strike zone against them. See if you can chase something well off the outside corner. If you're going to go fastball, it's got to be above the letters.
One and two.
Good fastball there.
Chopper back toward the mound. 2 down. Hey, get your red on this summer and create memories with the family. Angels baseball is great family fun for everyone. For only $44, get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks with the Friends and Family Fun Pack. Angels.com/Fun Pack for more info.
And a little bit different as far as pitching Gregorius is compared to Gardner. Talked about Gardner having a tough time lower part of the strike zone. Gregorius really tough upper part of the strike zone as far as the hot zone.
This one's out to left, and it's a base hit for Gregorius. Backhanded by Bustini. Will stop at first with a 2-out single.
And that's that middle part of the plate. Batting average .431 for Gregorius to be able to go the other way for a base hit. Change up, stay back on it well. He's put together a very solid offensive season. Now I'll threat the run. Castro always aggressive on the first pitch.
Snap throw to first and a quick tag by Crow, but Gregorius gets the hand back in there.
Quick opening as Gregorius tried to get a secondary lead. Quick throw, quick tag by C.J. Cron, able to get that hand in, going to that back part of the base. One thing you notice with Chachin, he's trying to be quicker to the plate right now. It's very difficult to catch up as far as the arm when you're quick to the plate on a slider. Couple in a row out of the zone against a guy who hits the fastball extremely well in Castro.
Popped up, first base side, headed toward the seats. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball short. Simmons to his left, dives, has it, and just can't get enough on the throw to get the force out at second. That ball almost seemed like picked up speed as it got through the infield.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times already in this game, how quick the infield has been here at the Big A. And that range that Simmons has, just couldn't quite get that stability as far as the footwork to throw it quickly to second base. And Gregorius, who runs well, is able to slide in there. Yankees in business again with 2 outs. McCann 2 for 11 career-wise against Chachin. Looks like we saw a lot of aggressive swing for the youngsters on this Yankee team throughout the first 3 games. The veterans, including McCann, patient at the plate. Now in a good fastball count against Jolis.
In tight. 3-1 count.
Quick conversation with Carlos Perez out to the mound now. Good decision.
Three-one. Breaking ball. Full count. With 2 outs. With the speed of Gregorius and Castro from second and first respectively on the move. McCann 0 for 1 as he grounded out to end the second inning.
It's a good pitch on a 3-1 count. McCann looks pretty comfortable in that batter's box. He hasn't even moved out of there. He's trying to track the baseball well against Chachin.
Runners go, and then he walked a fastball up and away. Wasn't even close. And that's the first free pass that Chachin has issued.
One thing we've seen from Chachin so far this year, when he's on a roll, very difficult to hit. But then he gets to those situations where he gets too quick with his delivery. And he puts himself into a tough situation, extremely tough situation now with Mark Teixeira at the plate, who doubled to the wall in center field. His first at bat against him.
That was on a fastball that was up and away. Breaking ball, and it just misses.
It's a pretty good pitch. So far in this game, Chachin has not got a lot of borderline pitches called from Joe West behind the plate. This is all over the strike zone. Lower part of the strike zone not called. Big moment right now for the Angels against an RBI machine throughout his career.
Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's the point now. You just have to trust your defense. You don't want to put yourself in a situation going to be 3-1 on a count. Trust that movement.
Got more to that breaking ball with the left-handed batters here instead of that 2-seam inside fastball.
Seemed like he's lost confidence in his fastball and be able to command it even close enough to the strike zone.
Two-two. He tried to go with the breaking ball again.
And one thing with Teixeira at the plate, he is extremely patient, knows the strike zone very, very well. It'll be very difficult to have him chase something out of the zone. You're going to have to bring something close enough on the corner.
Runners go 3-2, and this was lifted out toward left center field. Playable for Trout. Calls off Bus, and Teixeira may have swung. It would have been ball 4. The Yankees leave them loaded. Right at the bottom of the 4th. Angels still up 1-0. world a better place. That's why we donate to causes we care about. And by El Pollo Loco. Try the new overstuffed quesadillas today. Halos up 1-0, bottom of the 4th inning. Jhoulys Chacin got into a 2-out jam with the bases loaded. Got Teixeira to hit a fly ball out. A 3-2 count. See if the Angels can answer here and add to their 1-0 lead. Chad Green's been very good. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed. Gave up the 1 run in the first. He had a 2-out issue himself. Simmons with the RBI single, so he's 1 for 1. Chopper to the right side. That's Starlin Castro has it. 1 down. RBI set. Pardon me. The RBI that Simmons got is 26th of the year. Angels had 2 hits and a walk in that first.
And the one thing we've seen, especially with the little bit of struggles from the offensive side for the Angels of late, scoring some early runs, and then all of a sudden this settled down, and then the pitcher started to make quality pitches and have quick innings.
Bus trying to bunt his way on, fouls it back.
Green has really settled down. He's really made some quality pitches. Starting on that first base side of the pitching rubber. And reason why most pitchers will do that is to be able to get inside against left-handed batters. But you see the batting average against him, though, is at 300 coming into this game. So you see that fastball will drift out over the plate against lefties.
Two. Bus goes down swinging high fastball. 2 down, 4th strikeout for Green.
He's been able to get a number of his strikeouts with his fastball upper part of the zone. 95, 96, very difficult to catch up against.
Little tail action too. There's Caleb Coward. Jumped on the first pitch and hit one out to center field in his first AB. Called up before the game today. G-Man Choi was sent down to AAA. First round pick. Good year at AAA. He drives this one out to the alley left center field. Ellsbury's not going to get there. Whistle, 1 hop the fence. Coward on his way to second, and a little miscommunication there. But the baseball comes in and will hold Coward to a 2-out double.
Well, he's had a really good afternoon so far as staying back and just quiet hands at the plate for Coward. Little change up, stay back on it well. Real short through the baseball, which is important. He's got that foot down, the stride, and this quick short through the baseball to drive that ball to left center field. The first at bat drove Ellsbury all the way to the wall. This time 1 hops the wall for a double. His first of the season.
Yep, 3rd double of his major league career. And I mentioned he had a good year at AAA, 280 with 9 home runs and 58 runs batted, and he also had 34 doubles at Salt Lake.
Well, you can see with that swing how he lets the baseball travel enough, even on an all-speed pitch. Did a great job on a changeup.
Here's Carlos Perez with a man in scoring position. Foul the first one back. Carlos hit a fly ball to right in the 2nd inning. Both teams with 4 hits.
And Ron Renicky with a base hit in the outfield will challenge all 3 outfielders as far as trying to score on a base hit.
Snap throw to second from his knees, and Coward gets the hand back in there. What a throw by Sanchez.
Yeah, we talk about his hitting ability. He's thrown out 60% of base stealers this year. You can see why, how quick from the knees. Benito Santiago-ish. Just barely got the hand in before the tag applied.
That's off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
.66 pitches thrown for Green, 42 of them strikes.
Full count.
Carlos Perez is at his best is when he's lining that ball to center field, to right center field, letting the baseball travel, especially more likely to get a fastball here.
Chopper toward the middle. Castro, the second baseman, has it. And the Angels will leave a man in scoring position for the book. Still 1-0 Halos. Powerhouses Mater Day and Bishop Ahmad in the game of the week on Prime Ticket. And over on Prep Zone on the Fox Sports Go app, we've got 4 additional games streaming live. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. this Friday. It's right around the corner. Crazy to think the football season is upon us. And NFL already a couple of weeks into their preseason. The Angels have yet to hit September. They lead this one 1-0 in the top of the 5th inning. 8-9-1 coming up for the Yankees. Headley, Hicks, and then Gardner. Jhoulys Chacín into some trouble in the 4th, but got out of it. Headley, a strikeout victim in the 3rd. 2 strikeouts for Jhoulys, 1 walk, 4 hits allowed.
Well, it's pretty amazing. You got high school football going on. You got the preseason NFL football, college football right around the corner. And it's still pretty toasty out here.
Yep. Two and one. Three-one count.
All of a sudden the strike zone A little inconsistent for Shashin, although a number of these pitches borderline could be called strikes.
Full count now. Some movement in the Angels pen, but nobody's loosening or anything like that. But I'd imagine the way the last inning played out, if this were to kind of happen again here in the 5th inning, that Mike Scioscia certainly get somebody cranked up fairly quickly. Down goes Headley for out number 1.
That was an excellent breaking ball. It's twice down this game. He struck a Headley.
Right fielder, number 31.
Solid rotation of this pitch. Front shoulder in there, very good. Downward action, slider. Perfect spot for Shashin in that one against Headley.
This one's through the hole on the left side with the shift on. Aaron Hicks picks up his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Continues to get those hits against the Angels. And with the shift on, see exactly where Simmons is located. Normally, that's right in that normal shortstop position. The Angels have coming into this game 915 shifts to put on defensively, 7th most in Major League Baseball.
Gardner 0 for 2. He lined down in the 1st, hit a double play ball in the 3rd.
In another favorable hitter's count. Last couple of innings, Yankees have put themselves in that position.
3-0. .75 pitches for Shashin. Ellsbury on deck. Off-speed pitch. 3-1.
And is trying to make sure he throws that one for a strike. And when you face Gardner, you got to think in terms lower part of the strike zone. He's looking for something up in his zone, especially with this count now.
Hicks 1 stolen base. Been caught 3 times this year. Yankees overall 8th in the American League in that category. Good lead for him, not going anywhere, and there's a strike. Good breaking ball. Full count.
I wonder if Hicks will be on the move now. Fifth full count.
A double play that Gardner hit into with his last at bat. That's just the 4th that he was hit into this year. I said for a team to turn double play against Gardner, he's got to hit it right at somebody.
And he did, and it still was extremely close at first. Even with that arm strength of Simmons at short to be able to try to finish off that double play. Extremely close play.
Hicks on the move, and Gardner slaps it foul. Ground ball to second. Only plays to first. 2 down.
Good decision by Pennington on that one. Not going to be able to get that play at second.
Center fielder, number 22, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Hicks the tying run at second base. Ellsbury at the plate, 0 for 2. A ground out to Crone in the first inning. A strikeout in the fourth. Went around. Joe West brings it up. Doesn't need any help.
Good breaking ball. Good action on that one. And speed perfect.
What a one. Julius did start against the Yankees back in June. Got knocked around, gave up 5 runs, all earned on 7 hits. Had 3 walks in that game. Struck out 3 and 5 1/3.
I remember he was cruising along pretty good too until he ran into an inning where he gave up multiple runs.
5-run 5th inning. 1-1 pulled foul. 1-2.
And Mike Scioscia, when he talks about Shashin, he likes his stuff, but is at times the inability to repeat his pitches has kept him from being successful. He had that great game against the Tigers with a complete game, 10 punch-outs. But it's that inconsistencies.
Foul back. That inconsistency isn't just an Angels thing. That's kind of plagued his career. A guy that has had promising stuff. I think it'll play and play big time, you know, in the front half of the rotation, or potential in the 3 spot. But that inconsistency's kind of forced him to be a 4 or 5 swing guy.
Yep. Another quick conversation here.
He's been fairly durable.
Yep.
Strong kid. One, two, little pop up to second. Pennington is there. Inning comes to an end. We hit at the bottom of the 5th inning. Halos up by the score of 1-0. We'll have 9, 1 and 2 coming up. fifth inning. I want to remind you that MLB.TV Premium is the #1 live streaming sports service, delivering everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Just go to MLB.TV for details. Cliff Pennington shooting the first pitch on the left field line and out of play for strike one. Pennington, Calhoun, and Trout for the Angels here in the fifth. Cliff struck out looking in the second. One of 4 strikeouts for Chad Green. He has scattered 4 hits and he has walked 1.
He's been able to throw that cut fastball in, and he backs it up with his 4-seam or even a 2-seam fastball inside against some lefties here in this game. And he's had his problems this year. It certainly doesn't seem that uncomfortable throwing inside against left-handed batters today. Especially in a day game here, if you square up a baseball, it's going to go a long way against you. That's a good hack there by Pennington.
Count still at 2 balls, 2 strikes. This was pulled to second. Castro has it before it hits the ground. 1 away.
Hit well on the line by Pennington. Castro in the perfect position. Going back to my Hyundai key for this game today for the Eagles to be successful on ride. And this is an opportunity right now. First pitch swinger for Cole, looking for something firm on the inner part of the plate and drive it. See if he can get that carry in the air and ride this one out of the ballpark. Look in early and try to drive it here for Cole Calhoun.
Oh, 1 count. Cole, a ground ball back to the mound and a strikeout, so he's 0 for 2. One ball, 2 strikes. This one's popped up left side. Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, puts it away. 2 down.
Really made some real good pitches against Cole in this game, whether it's a fastball in or that slider down and in. He run that one at 96 inside.
Two outs, nobody on, and here comes Trout. Fly ball to center to strikeout.
I think he's with the shift on against Trout. A lot of room on that right side of the infield.
This is lined out to left center field, a base hit. 2-out single for Albert, or for Trout will bring Albert up.
He doesn't do it often, but when he does swing at that first pitch and puts it in play, it's generally successful. Trout gets a base hit swinging first pitch. Speaking of that, last night Albert Pujols was swinging first pitch against Betances hit home run number 583 last night. Already 2 hits in this game for Albert Pujols. He's passed Ken Griffey Jr. on the all-time hit list.
Two for two. A couple of singles and a run scored for Albert. The only run in this game was single by Simmons, scoring Albert from second with 2 outs in the first.
Green has allowed 3 stolen bases in 3 attempts against him this year. Sanchez, a quick throwing arm, throwing out 60% of base stealers. So this will be a test for Trout if he tries to steal.
Two 2-0.
Back-to-back sliders. He got a base hit on a slider against him. That last at bat off the end of the bat followed it into the outfield for a single for Albert Pujols.
Del Esquera begins to get ready.
I have that feeling that Trout's going to be going here.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Green doing a pretty good job of holding the baseball.
On the corner. Nothing but breaking balls, it seems. Just trying to stay away from him.
That was a borderline pitch, too. Call the strike. You would think he's going to go back to another slider. He's throwing a number of them in here. You would think, though, a fastball in would be effective against Albert because he's looking away.
Trout on the move. The 3-2 is lifted out toward left center field. Towering shot. Ellsbury back near the wall. Leaps up, and did he get it? I think he got it, and he did, Gooby. He robs Albert Pujols of his 584th career home run, and for the 2nd straight night, a Yankee infielder, or outfielder, I should say, has denied an angel.
He timed that leap perfect, got well over the wall. Great athletic play by Ellsbury in center. Nothing Angels, but it'll be Ellsbury against Albert Pujols, vying for home run number 584. Ellsbury back to the wall. It's our top tier play of the game, brought to you by Arca. What an outstanding leap and make that play at the wall. He knew exactly where he needed to go to. Leaps up, see it's going to be a home run. But an outstanding play by Ellsbury. What a great angle we had there for our cameraman. Be able to catch that baseball as it's going to be over the wall. For number 584 for Albert.
Sanchez, Gregorius, and Castro for New York here in the 6th inning. That's 3, 4, and 5. Sanchez 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. One down.
Well, as he gets back there, he knew exactly where the wall was, when he'll time that leap and bring that baseball back. A very good athlete out in center field in Ellsbury. He did all that hops to be able to bring that one back from Albert.
Foul back.
Ellsbury won a Gold Glove back in 2011. But it's all about getting back to the wall to be able to time that leap. It was hit high enough. He was able to do so. It was done very, very well by Ellsbury.
This is lined right to short in the shift. That's Simmons putting it away for out number 2.
Second baseman, number 14, Starlin Castro.
So 2 outs, nobody on. It's Starlin Castro coming up. This, by the way, the longest outing for Chacin since he had the complete game win against the Tigers back on May 30th.
.702 counts in this game for Jhoulys Chacin.
This was pulled down the line, foul. One, two, a little flare out to center. That'll get down for a base hit. Almost a little too much to plate now. Just a good piece of hitting by Castro, going down, reaching, punching it out there.
Yeah, anytime you can expand the strike zone and get some hitter to swing at something well off the plate, you've done your job. But Castro, a hit machine throughout his career, gets a base hit.
Mike Scioscia's coming out. And that's going to be it for Jhoulys Chacin. At 94 pitches, he will depart with a 1-0 lead. Strikeouts and 1 walk, and he'll depart with the man standing at first base. As Teolis Garrett comes in, it's our in and out, who's in, who's out. Garrett pitched Wednesday against Seattle, went 1 inning in that one. And on the season, he's pitching in his 30th game. 2-0 record with 2.72 ERA.
Yeah, great changeup for Garrett. Fastball, 89-91 range. Slider, but an excellent plus changeup.
Brian McCann, the DH, is due up. So Mike Scioscia deciding to go ahead and pull Chacin. Interesting in that, with 2 outs, wasn't a great pitch, but it was way off the plate. Castro just kind of flared it out there that he wouldn't let Jolice back out there, but I think he just likes this matchup a little bit better. Maybe the way that McCann was tracking in the first 2
I think that's exactly right, Victor. The numbers career-wise for McCann against Chacin, not real good, but he's seen the ball very, very well throughout this game in his 2 at-bats. He has a walk and a hard-hit ground ball to Pennington in that short outfield shift he's on. I think when you look at numbers too, McCann very good on a fastball. Guerra's go-to pitch, his changeup, an excellent one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Back-to-back, really good changeups.
Breaking ball, down goes McCann on 3 pitches. The inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Halo still up 1-0.
Of baseball, St. Louis all over the Phillies today, 9-0, 4 home runs for the Cardinals. Detroit beats Boston 10-5 in the battle of the great hair. Syndergaard versus Zamarja. Mets take it on the Giants up in San Francisco later on tonight. We go to our game break in Detroit. Justin Upton, what a game he had. Pitch out over the plate, drives it out. Not once, but twice. 2 home runs, 6 RBI for Justin Upton. You need that offense when you're playing against the Boston Red Sox, win that one 10-5.
And his brother, Melvin Upton Jr. homering today for the Toronto Blue Jays.
They ended up losing that game. Cleveland came back late against Toronto, who we'll see on Tuesday.
The first place Toronto Blue Jays, right? The start of the day, a half-game lead over the Boston Red Sox. Boston lost today to the Tigers, as you just pointed out, so they will remain a half game ahead. Baltimore 2.5 back, Yankees 6.5 back, and 4 in the wild card. Crone, Simmons, and Buss. Chopper foul. Ball and a strike on CJ, who walked in the first, hit a fly ball to right in the third. Down remains at 1-2.
Swarzak's thrown the ball very well throughout his career versus the Angels. Up in the bullpen now for the Yanks.
93 pitches for Green. 4 strikeouts and a walk. 5 hits allowed. Full count. We've seen this a little bit from Green today, where he's got the head either 0-2, 1-2, and all of a sudden it's become a deep count.
Almost as if he's thinking more so of a strikeout instead of just an out.
He got him to reach for that breaking ball. Mark Teixeira taking charge. 1 out.
Last season for Mark Teixeira, retiring after this season. Very, very good career former Angel himself, Ranger. Multiple Gold Glove winner at first base. 404 career home runs for Teixeira.
Down the right field line, Hicks is there. 2 down. Take a look at the hot upcoming schedule for the Angels. Off day tomorrow. They will travel to Toronto tonight. Enjoy the off day in Toronto tomorrow. Then a 3-game set against the Blue Jays. All 3 night games, Tuesday through Thursday. Then it's off to Detroit. A 3-game series. Next Saturday's game on FS1. You're talking about Teixeira. I saw plenty of Mark, second season on, until he got traded to the Atlanta Braves on a trade that really reshaped the Texas Rangers. A huge trade that included Elvis Andrus, Jared Saltalamacchia, just to name a few. But he's had one illustrious career, that's for sure. We will head to the 7th. Halos up 1-0.
7th. It's something that we always see here at Angel Stadium. Will steal third base. A young fan had an opportunity to do so earlier today. What a moment it was for Dayton Weber. I still get goosebumps watching this, running down there to get to that base. The fan support, the cheers he got as he ran that base all the way back. Oh, what a moment. And all the fans along the line as he made it down there were so happy to see him do that big smile the youngster had. What a moment.
Dale Esquire back on the mound, facing March's sheriff. Chase Headley and Aaron Hicks here in the 7th inning. Garrett came into the 6th and struck out McCann to get the Angels out of it. So Chacin gives up no runs. It is 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. Two-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Teixeira today a double over the head of Trout in center field in the 3rd inning. Hit a fly ball to center in the 4th. And that was with the bases loaded. This was hit toward short. Caleb Cowart, the 3rd baseman, has it. 1 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Boy, that was a big out. Dangerous batter there with power. Talked about those numbers, 404 career for Teixeira, including 9 seasons with 30 or more.
This one's out toward left center field. Trout was shading Headley that way. He'll track it down. 2 down.
You know, off the left-hander bat, it's going to tail away from you as a center fielder. Trout able to run that one down very well.
Aaron Hicks 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Anthony Swarzak continues to loosen in the pen for the Yankees, so it looks like Green's afternoon will come to an end.
Very impressive outing for Green.
2 balls, no strikes. Two one. This one's out toward left. The bus is there. A 1-2-3 inning for Dale Esquire. Stretch time here at the Big A. The Angels maintaining a 1-0 lead. Angels. The total of 5 hits in this one. Albert Pujols has 2 of them, 2 singles. And he scored in the first inning on the RBI single off the bat of Andrew Simmons. That has been the only scoring so far in this game as the Yankees go to the bullpen and bring in Anthony Swarzak. Swarzak signing with the Yankees in the offseason as a free agent. And so far this year, 1-1, 6 ERA. This was his 24th big league game, 28 strikeouts and 27 innings of work.
And 9 home runs allowed in 27 innings. Swarzak.
That was a second-round pick at a high school in Davie, Florida back in '04 by the Minnesota Twins.
The fastball is 91, 96. Slider throws a lot of them.
Chad Green went 6 innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, a walk. Gave up the run. It was earned. Swarzak facing Cowart, Perez, and Pennington here in the 7th. Caleb, the starting third baseman today, is 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. This one's lifted out towards shallow left. 1 down.
Number 58, Carlos Perez.
Here comes Carlos. Angel catcher 0 for 2 on a fly ball to right, ground ball to second. That's pulled to left. Gardner coming in will make the catch. 2 down.
Gardner's made some real good defensive plays in this series. Once going over the wall, that one charging that one well. The run down that line drive by Perez.
2 up and 2 down. That's Cliff Pennington stepping to the plate. Takes a strike. Cliff struck out looking in his first AB, back in the second, lined out the Starling Castro's last time up. No balls, 2 strikes. That slider you were talking about in the dirt. Buried.
I remember a couple of years ago when he was a starter with the Twins, he had that real good matchup against Weaver in Minnesota where he took a no-hitter into the 7th inning.
Two count. Full count, top of the order. Calhoun on deck. Well, the only hiccup that Green had today was that first inning. It all happened with 2 outs. Pujols single, Chrome walk, and Simmons with the RBI single. Other than that, he was pretty good. Swarzak retired the first 2 here to start the 7th. Payoff on the way. Foul back.
Pretty good hacks on 3-2 count for Pennington against Swarzak. Trying to get on base for Cole Calhoun.
Out toward left. Gardner's there. Halos down in order. We'll head to the 8th inning. Still 1-0 Angels.
And here's what's left in the tank, presented by 76 as the Angels make another pitching change. JC Ramirez in the game for the Angels. He's pitched 26 games for the Halos, 1-0 record, 3.54 ERA. Pitched one inning last night through 18 pitches. Fastball with great movement, 95 to 99 range. Slider, split finger fastball.
Top of the order coming up to face JC Ramirez. Pitched last night, went 1 inning, and a couple of strikeouts. Gardner, Ellsbury, and Sanchez, 1, 2, 3 for the Yankees here in the 8th. De Olisquera hitting in a 3rd. He faced 4 batters and retired all 4. Ramirez here in the 8th, and then should the score hold, Salas in the 9th. Got a couple of updates as far as Angels bullpen is concerned. Pedrosia had to have his rehab kind of hit pause as this one's down and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Dealing with the tendonitis in the middle finger of his throwing hand. Will be reevaluated tomorrow. Houston Street getting his 2nd evaluation. May need season-ending knee surgery. It's on the DL with right knee inflammation. 2-0. That's a strike, 2-1. A season such as this, not surprising. It's just it's another day in 2016 for the Angels as far as the DL.
And again, if you're a pitcher like JC Ramirez, this is an opportunity to really shine, especially in this high leverage part of the game. 1-0 lead against the Yanks here in the 8th inning.
Three 1. Full count. Very important couple of batters here in a 1-0 game late. Keep them off the bases. Gardner and Ellsbury. Sliced foul into the seats. Got in there quickly.
96 with some movement from Ramirez against Gardner. Trying to stay that lower part of the strike zone, especially down and away, very effective against Gardner.
And he walked him. Stick around right after the game for the Angels Live post-game show presented by your Southern California Mazda dealers. So now you got to pay attention with Gardner at first base.
And Ellsbury at the plate with speed and some occasional power also.
Can handle the bat well, hit and run if you wanted to. Ellsbury 0 for 3.
Gardner's generally a guy that will try to steal early. Perez has thrown out 38% of base stealers this year. Above average.
One and out.
Pretty big lead for Gardner. Pretty comfortable getting back to the base, so it's going to allow him to get an even bigger lead.
13 stolen bases, caught twice. Ellsbury with good speed has 17 stolen bases. He's the team leader. Chopper towards second. Pennington plays that second hop, quick turn, and they got him. No, they didn't, according to the first base umpire, Kerwin Danley, saying that Cron's foot was off the bag.
Yeah, he was right there, Danley, to be able to see that.
The throw seemed to be on time.
I didn't think you have a chance to turn in a double play against Ellsbury on this slow hit baseball, but a good quick feed and a quick turn from Simmons. The stretch, try to stretch out there a little bit further, and because of that, the separation of the foot and the base allows Ellsbury to be safe. Right here, great angle, and that foot is off the base. Just to go out a little bit further to get to that baseball before Ellsbury would touch the base.
Lead runner retired, one out. Nice block by Carlos. Sanchez 0 for 3 so far today. Quick move. Yankees complaining from the dugout, saying it's a balk move.
Pretty close. Pretty close. And the reason why, because he had that little step before throwing over the first base. That step is a motion towards the plate as compared to towards first base. Got away with one.
Ellsbury's on the move. Third down from Carlos, a one-hop throw, and it's Ellsbury picking up a stolen base, his 18th of the year. So the tying run down scoring position.
Not a whole lot Carlos can do there. Big jump by Ellsbury. You can see moving and going 2-3 steps before Ramirez delivers the baseball. And just try to keep that tag applied as he stumbled almost off the base for Ellsbury. You can see how big that jump was. No chance at all for Perez. I think they're looking at this to make sure there wasn't any separation. He's on the base and stays on there, even as he tried to apply the tag. Now you got to keep an eye on Ellsbury at second. Also, potential pickoff put on by one of the middle infielders. And a career high 52 stolen bases for the Red Sox back in 2013.
3-1 count. Committed to swinging before the pitch was thrown. Full count. Didi Gregorio's on deck.
And what do we say about expanding the strike zone against some of these younger hitters for the Yankees? Power hitters, but still susceptible to expanding zones on hitters' counts.
Sanchez asking for time, so Ramirez will back off. 1-0, top of the 8th. One out, one on. That's Ellsbury at second base. (3-2), and he walked him, not even close. Second walk of the inning for Ramirez. Charles Nagy racing out. Two walks in the inning. Double play in order with Didi Gregorio's coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. He's singled back in the 4th. Rolled into 9 double plays this year. There's the first one. This will loop down the left field side, but it'll go foul.
Going upper part of the strike zone. A quick conversation with Nagy and Ramirez. Known Gregorius has a tough time on pitches upstairs. Starts him off with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, upper part of the strike zone.
Little dribbler foul off the leg. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. Just got a piece of it. Fouls it back off of Carlos.
Little cut fastball.
Starlin Castro's on deck. A walk, a fielder's choice, and a walk. 1 out, 2 on. 6 hits for the Yankees, 5 for the Angels. Oh, 2 again. This one was a little bit better pitch. Breaking ball. Big rip by Didi. And it's still an 0-2 count. 20 pitches thrown by Ramirez here in this 8th inning. Lays off 1-2.
It's that late movement he has on his four-seam fastball. Tried to get Gregorius to swing over top of it. Did not swing at the pitch, though.
Down goes Gregorius, 2 down.
Again, that's that zone, upper part of the strike zone. Gregorius has had a tough time this year. And Ramirez goes upstairs. Not the ideal spot for a breaking ball, but still unable to bring his hands up and make contact with that pitch upstairs. You see with his swing, the swing path he has, better lower part of the strike zone as compared to the upper part.
So 2 outs, 2 on. Here's Starlin Castro, 2 for 3 with a couple of singles.
Well, that's a tough time to call right in the middle of delivery for Ramirez.
Just off the plate. Little dribbler. Carlos Perez calls for it, picks it up, fires to first in time, and we will head to the bottom of the 8th with the Angels still up 1-0.
The 8th inning against the Yankees. The Angels scored early, first inning, and that's been it. As the Yankees go down to the bullpen once again. Adam Warren, the game now for the Yankees, his 41st game, 4-3 mark, ERA over 5.21. Acquired from the Cubs in the Chapman trade, but former Yankee himself. Very versatile. It could be a spot starter and out of the bullpen.
Nice play by Carlos Perez, by the way, to finish off that top of the inning.
I love that communication right away, calling for the baseball. Much easier play for him coming forward on the baseball as compared to Ramirez going in, and then that sidearm throw to first.
Cole hits one to Mark Teixeira. One away.
Warren's fastball is 91-94. Slider, curveball, and solid changeup.
Trout 1 for 3, a single his last time up. Breaking ball. Drops it there.
Fernando Salas getting warmed up. And they're in the 9th inning. We'd love to see some insurance runs here for him.
2 balls, 1 strike. Good rip. Fouls it back. It's 2-2. Check, swing, bouncer, foul. Almost snuck that one.
I know, that was real close to the base. That would have been fun watching Trout run around the bases on that one if it stayed inside the base. Aaron Hicks out and right would have had to go a long, long way to retrieve that baseball.
Two. Upstairs. Full count. Pujols on deck. Here's the 3-2.
Another good swing for Trout in this sequence. Already seen 8 pitches. The more pitches you see, the more apt the pitcher's going to make a mistake, and Trout's got to be ready to capitalize on it.
Trout works the walk.
And Albert had already had 2 hits, was looking for his third. This time a big fly. It's worthy of a Carl's Cam replay. Thinking he had a 2-run home run, but Jacoby Ellsbury back to the wall, leaps up and makes an outstanding play to rob Albert Pujols from a 2-run home run, which would have been his 584th career home run, put him in the 10th place by himself in the all-time home run list.
Two for 3 game for Albert with a couple of singles and a run scored. Like Trout was thinking about going, didn't go. 1-0 count.
A lot of room on that right side of the infield too, and Warren's throwing a lot of pitches away for Albert to shoot one through that hole, and with Trout potentially on the move, easy to be able to go first to third. Going, who's leaning again. 20 stolen bases, been caught twice this year for Mike Trout.
Trout's on the move. Albert swings through it. The throw down, a good one. And even with the swim move, Trout is gunned down for the second out.
Talked about that throwing arm for Sanchez. And it's a good one, quick one. A release. Even though it's a one hopper, boy, he tried to get that arm in there, just able to apply the tag. Stops the slide. Knows that the throw beat him, tries to do that swim move to get around, but the tag on Trout before he's able to put his hand in on the base.
So 2 outs, bases cleared. Here's Albert with a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Again, when you think about Trout and his speed, tremendous speed, but it's all about that jump you get in reading a pitcher. It didn't seem like he got a real good jump against Warren.
Best to the right side. Starlin Castro can't come up with it, and Pujols with a 3-hit game.
Fastball, went inside out approach, was running in on him, using the middle of the field to get that one by Castro. Not an easy thing to do with his range for a 3-hit game for Albert Pujols.
7th 3-hit game of the season for Albert, his first since August the 3rd. So Crone will bat. He fouls the first one back. CJ 0 for 2 with a walk. Very short lead for Albert. This is sharply hit. Past Gregorius, a base hit. Albert is going to turn and try to go to third, and he will get there. The throw goes to second base. And the Angels with a couple of back-to-back 2-out hits. They bring up Anderson Simmons.
Scored that run in the first inning on a 2-out hit by Anderson Simmons. Another opportunity for him to get his second RBI. And Albert Pujols going right away with Ellsbury. You're going to challenge Ellsbury unless he's charging the baseball, and Albert able to get all the way over to third base on that single from CJ Crone. Crone's first hit since coming back from the disabled list.
Simmons 1 for 3 with the RBI single back in the first. Yankees in the 9th have McCann, Teixeira, and Headley due up. That's 6, 7, and 8. with Salas getting ready. Chopper right side, shift on, and that'll score a run. Crone keeps on running toward third. The throw is in time. The Angels get an insurance run on the RBI single by Andrelton Simmons. We will head to the ninth with the Angels up 2-0. Lead at 2-0 as we start the ninth. Want to remind you, if you can host a business function or celebrate a special occasion in your own private suite here at the Big A. Suite Rentals offer all-inclusive food and beverage packages. Visit angels.com/suites for more information. Fernando Salas on in relief. This will be the 55th game for Fernando. 3-6 mark of 4.64 ERA. Has 3 saves under his belt. Last pitched on Thursday. 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on the Mike Zunino home run. Brian McCann to lead things off. The Yankee DH is 0 for 2 with a walk. Shift on. Pennington out at shallow right. McCann takes ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Two one count. Mark Teixeira on deck. Headley to follow. Good pitch in on the hands. 2-2. Off speed, got him. Down goes McCann, one away.
Real solid slider there from Fernando Salas. Good late break to it. A zone, if he hits it, more likely would pull a foul as the hips open up, unable to make contact underneath the hands with that slider.
Teixeira 1 for 3 game with a double. He skies the first pitch. Left center field, Nick Buss calling for it. Trout calling him off. 2 down.
And that's what you're supposed to do as a left fielder. Go to that baseball until the center fielder, the quarterback of the outfield defense, calls you off, and that's exactly what Trout did.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and it's Chase Headley up. Oh, 1 count. Headley 0 for 3 today with a couple of strikeouts. There's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Light that baby up as the Angels shut out the Yankees on getaway day by the final of 2-0.
Very impressive outing throughout for the pitching staff in this game is Fernando Salas. Big punch out. Andrelton Simmons, 2 RBIs. Both RBIs in this game. Another nasty slider down and in against the left-handed batter to get the swing and miss against Headley. 2 punch outs as Fernando Salas picks up his 4th save of the season. Jhoulys Chachin picks up the W. Now 4-8 as the Angels avoid the sweep of the season series against the Yankees. Andrelton Simmons, the big story with a couple huge 2-out singles. We saw that go against the Angels in this series, but this time it's the Angels doing it against the Yankees to win this one 2-0.
Albert Pujols with a 3-hit game today. Andrelton Simmons picking up 2 runs batted in the first inning, giving the Angels a 1-0 lead. And then doing it again in the bottom of the 8th. A little insurance for the Angels. Make it 2-0, and Fernando Salas with a 1-2-3 9th to close it out for the Halos. And now they will head on the road, a tough road trip upcoming. And then again, it seems like the last couple of trips have been tough for the Angels. Off to Toronto and then Detroit. Andrelton Simmons with a couple of runs batted in. Let's go down to Jill Painter-Lopez.
Well, thank you, Victor. Well, Andrelton Simmons, you knocked in all the runs tonight in this 2-0 victory. What is it about these 2-out situations that you've been able to succeed in?
Just try to shorten up my swing and just get a big knock instead of trying to drive the ball hard. Found some holes in some big situations, and I'm happy with it today.
You've been hitting well since the All-Star break, and then, of course, with runners in scoring position, you seem to thrive off this pressure. What is it about knowing that runners are on, you need to knock them in and get that insurance run like you did there in the 8th?
Just being more comfortable in those situations and paying attention to what the pitcher's been doing and putting good swings, good at-bats.
Now you guys got to get your passports ready for this road trip. The last road trip did not go well. What do you guys need to do on this road trip to kind of get back on that winning ways on the road?
We just need to play good baseball. Catch the ball, throw strikes, make sure we're not giving away any free bases, and have good at-bats, and everything else will fall into place.
Congratulations on ending the homestand with a win.
Thank you.
Andrelton Simmons, the hero tonight. He knocks in both runs as the Angels win. Angels head out on their road trip. And now wait for Angels Live, which is coming up next with Jose Mota and Tim Salmon.